It's the latest news from the green room. We stole Danny Gokey's green card. The best way to get through a Monday. Brandon Lake when that city calls. Let's laugh together, let's cry together. The only way for survival, it all starts here at the Green Room Revival.
This episode was recorded May 15th, 2025. Yo, yo. Yo, yo, playa.
Wow, I was white.
You are Michael Tate.
Hey, how you doing, man? Michael Tate.
Hey.
Good to see you.
What's up? How's it going?
It's going good, man. The sunglasses stay on.
It's been a long time.
Ah, my God's not dead.
Do you guys know any other songs, or is that just like...
No. Our set's 45 minutes long, and it's just, oh, God's not dead. And then when it ends, you hear the riff go again. And then by the 17th time, usually the white people in Kansas are like really, really amped up.
Oh my gosh.
How are you doing, man?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
Doing well. First of all, the title Green Room Revival. All time.
Are you interviewing me?
All time great. All time great title. The Green Room. I love it. Because it's that fake sentiment of like, now the service starts in the green room.
Yeah.
I'm like, does it? I was in a green room one time with Maverick City Music. They were just talking about the Four Seasons. Which one was their favorite?
No.
I've never been a part of such a rich conversation before, so I was just sort of like...
That's true. When the account started, it was like, when the name came up, I don't know what the picture was, just like everyone is like going ham in the green room. Like it's just like a party. It's like, but the Holy Spirit's also dropping, right? But there's a lot of other things dropping.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in there. And so it was like, I definitely pictured Gen Zers just doing it for God. And like we're gonna get out there on that stage, and it's like for like a youth like event.
Oh man,
like 20 kids.
Yeah. I could go, but also there is at the same time. There's like, oh, it needs to start in the green room. But then I've also seen, my favorite thing about Christian culture is that occasionally somebody will flip something on its head. So then it'll be like, like the prodigal son. Yeah. And then one day somebody will preach about, how about the son that stayed? Yeah. So same thing about the green room. Yeah. Everybody loves the green room. And then somebody will put out like, you know what, we should abolish green rooms. Like, abolish
this year, I want you to be the older brother.
Yeah. Like, nah, man, I'm gonna be the younger brother. I'm gonna be the younger brother who parties. Build up my testimony. I was homeschooled. I got to work on that.
Yeah. Speaking of your upbringing, like Shama, real name.
Bob?
Yeah, Bob. But you were born. Talk to me about Tanzania. I keep hearing every time I go, I keep seeing Tanzania, and I'm wondering,
Tanzania, East Coast, south of Kenya. I was born there, 1992. My mom worked for the government. My dad owned a auto parts store. My mom's salary at the government was $5, equivalent to $5 a month.
There's cars in Tanzania?
Lot of cars. But, my dad would also work on, people's camels and elephants and stuff. Other means of transportation he operated. He was a auto parts store / vet.
Yeah.
So in the year I was born, my dad moved to the States to come to college. And then 2 years later, the church that he attended was like, hey, we want to bring your wife and 2 sons. And so we moved to the States.
Yeah. So when were you, are you saved now?
Am I? I just noticed the Trump Goki mug.
Oh yeah, hey,
this is a diabolical mug.
Oh yeah, this is the green room. So
really, this is not. Hold on,
it's extremely.
What?
I mean,
I don't. No. Whoa. I don't think I've ever held a box of cigarettes before.
Yeah. Well,
that's how homeschooled I am.
You've been in the Mav City green room.
I have.
So,
and believe it, there's a lot of dodging. Occasionally, a puff of smoke would come up, and I'd Neo Matrix dodge it. I'm just kidding. They never smoked around me.
That's the Holy Spirit. You're trying.
Okay, sorry. What was the question? The Goki mug distracted.
Yeah. You are currently saved.
I am. Contrary to popular belief, I am saved. I got saved at a young age. I did that pastor's kid, church thing where I got saved, and then how old was I? Well, when I was in college, I went to Bible college, and then graduated. I didn't deconstruct after college. I tell people that I microdosed deconstruction. I dabbled a little bit, and then after that, I found some really, really great old white guys who were great preachers and theologians who I listened to and read.
Talk to me about dabbling and losing your faith. What is exactly? Was that like because you listened to someone on YouTube?
Way too much Michael Gungor.
Okay.
It was a rotation of Michael Gungor and Rob Bell. And then I thought, I don't think I believe in all this. No, I had went to Bible college. I worked at a church, got fired from the church. And so I was ready to throw away the baby and the bathwater and the soap and the towel and all that.
So it came down to money. Like you got fired, no work, and you're like, the God thing isn't for me.
Yeah. I think it was that. I think I just had a lot of expectations of what, my dad was a pastor, so I grew up in church culture. And then and I thought, I was going to do great at it, and I kind of didn't. And,
would you be would you be in church and watching things happening and think of funny things,
Oh, all the time. I mean, I think that was the problem, was that I was a middle child, so I was both on board, but I was also very, very cynical, which is a dangerous combination. So I was, I was patching holes at the same time poking holes in all things ministry and church related. So that was not now I'm just poking holes full time. I cut out the part where I'm pretending to fix anything. I'm just doing, HGTV sledgehammer through walls. That's all I'm doing to church culture right now. And I'm not repairing. You might think, oh, what he's deconstructing to build. No, I'm just putting holes in walls.
Yeah, we're all seeing it. We lock into your stories, and we're just like the stories, on your phone, they go like this, but your stories go like
the more the worse. Occasionally I'll see the people who watched it, and I'm like, what are you doing here, man?
All right, we got
a label.
We got some. What we did was ask all my followers, survey Shama questions, and so this is just something we do.
I didn't even see this. Was this a story? I didn't see this.
I could be lying, maybe not, but this is just something that, again, these aren't my questions. Okay. These aren't my questions. Okay. How much money do you have in your bank account?
I just did the math yesterday.
And so
12,000 ish.
Okay, that's less than I thought. So one of the things
we gotta cut that part.
What needs to be cut?
No.
Is that because you actually have $12,000?
No, leave it in. Yeah, I'm pushing 12 G's right now.
Well, hey, you went to school. You're a Christian. You are not white. Okay, we're not holding any of this against you. And I didn't come from money. And you came from Tanzania. $12,000 in Tanzania.
Oh, dude, that sounds like some decade salary, dude.
But so one of the things.
Come on, hold on. Wait. Come on, y'all know, I got more than $12,000.
Oh yeah.
Come on, y'all know, I did that show with John Christ. Come on now. Come on. Y'all know I'm touring with TPR. Y'all know I got more than 12 racks.
No one's questioning how much money.
Yo, I'm just saying. Come on. I'm just saying.
That question did. One of the things we do on this show is we, because you decided to have this show at such an early time today, and we had to get up. Usually, we
had to.
We wanted to brew you some coffee.
Thank you.
And so, as you did not truthfully answer that question, we're gonna brew you a K-cup, and these K-cups are special because they are voted the worst K-cups in all the list of K-cups. So but we wanted to make sure you were comfortable. So you have two options.
I don't know what it is, but
your options.
Oh,
and
no.
I'm gonna have some too because it's so
no,
early.
the Folgers breakfast blend.
Yeah. Well, it gets worse.
And the donut shop Twix.
So you could get a little fun.
Give me that donut shop Twix.
All right, sweet.
I don't know what it is, but like telling somebody that you got the worst rated of something is so wild to me.
We have a pour over ready to go if you would just answer that question, okay?
I'm crying. We got the worst rated K-cups for you to put the mic up to the station.
Smells so good. Yeah, and if you ever need a smoke break,
what? 33 years of not smoking. I start today. Just today on camera.
actually, and here. All right, so yeah, I'll do this one. You get the sip out of the green room. The fourth wall.
Okay, I like that you gave me the worst K-cup, but you also gave me like a third cup full.
I hit the middle button. All right, so
I love. Hey, whatever you do with the rest of this podcast, keep the disrespect for the guests going.
Oh yeah, this
is so on brand with green room culture.
This is an opportunity for you to heal. This as much as this is about this account, it's about you.
Yeah.
It's about you. It might be a little hot. All right.
Oh man, I am.
Brew some for myself.
Okay. Who do you think approached who about the collab? The Twix or Keurig?
That's really funny to think about because it's like Twix has been around longer.
So you're saying is that they were like, I mean, if you want to, we'll figure something out with you guys, Keurig.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
All right, we got some more questions.
I really appreciate the worst rated K-cups. That's incredible.
When it cools down, let us know. We all want to know what it tastes like for sure. So, who is your favorite white artist? Because you know what people say, and how we all, is because I don't want to do this to you. I don't want to say you are my favorite black comedian. I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to say that. And so I want to give you the opportunity to say who's your favorite white artist, because that is that's kind of what we fall into a lot.
I love Zach Williams, dude.
Hey,
I love Zach Williams.
Yeah.
He's
a tall guy.
He's a tall guy. I found his album 100 Highways, and
Is that for what it's called?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Cool.
And I think so. But I don't know. Sometimes I'll listen to I mean, I'm an African black man.
Yeah.
I shouldn't really, I don't know if I'm his demographic. But I listened to that album and I was like, man, this is kind of cooked.
That's cool.
Female white artist. I'm just gonna go ahead. Jamie McDonald is really
awesome.
good, dude. Do you know her?
Yep.
Okay, you know everybody.
Mm-hmm.
She's killing it.
Yeah, she is. She's awesome. She's like, she got the whole thing. I think. You know.
Yeah.
And extremely talented.
Really. Who did you think I was gonna say?
I thought you'd be like, I don't know any white female artists. You know?
Who did you think I was gonna answer? Who did you think I was gonna say after the answer? Period. Like my favorite white artist.
Oh, I was thinking like Prince or something. Prince is my answer, whether that's white or black. You know.
Oh man, you are.
I would have just. I would have thought
me, dude.
like George Michael or something. I don't know what. Like you would pick like a real whitey
Michael
boy.
Bolton.
Yeah, something that's like very like someone who like from Tanzania had only seen like the top of the top pop stars.
The top of the top,
who doesn't apply to your like maybe listening like Michael Bolton. You know, like like Paul Simon.
Paul Simon,
you know, yeah.
the great white artist.
Yeah.
You know, that's so funny. That's flipping that on its head. Favorite black. Who's your favorite white artist?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, these were people asked. It wasn't these were my ideas. Well, okay. So, who are some of your favorite comedians? You know,
my favorite comedians,
and that can go reach back. Would you ever find yourself going on YouTube and watching like old comedy interviews or roasts or any of that? Like because that started like a long time ago. You know, like back in the 50s.
I just started listening to this dude named Greg Giraldo, who sadly passed away of a drug overdose. Yeah. But he was like he went to Harvard for a law degree. I don't know if he graduated or dropped out, but yeah, he's really funny. I mean, come on, the greats like Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Chappelle. Don't comment how about just don't do that. Don't do that to us.
We're gonna have to close all the comments on this one anyway. So
yeah. And then also, I mean, my wife Grace, her parents, when we first started dating, and it was a long distance relationship. She lived with her parents, and I'd go over to their house, and my father-in-law would watch a lot of Bill and Gloria Gaither, like the Gaither vocal band, a lot of that. They're just stuff on YouTube, and he started watching a lot of. He would watch. Oh my goodness, who is the comedian that tours with them
back then?
Yeah,
the guy who was in Gaither.
Mark Lowry. Mark Lowry. Yeah. He sang and he also did like comedy and
bits and things.
Initially, it was just one of those things that I'd be at my now in-laws house, and I would hear it in the background, whether I'd be falling asleep and I'd hear my father-in-law like watching it on the TV, and I'd be like, "What is that?" You know, it's just like, what are they doing? Like, what are those bits? I just thought it was just like old Southern Baptist jokes, and then. One day I was in the living room and he was watching something and I started paying attention and I was like, oh, this is really, really funny. And so, yeah, Mark Lowry's, I mean, really, I told people like when I think I've watched just about every video of his on YouTube, and I've told my wife, I'm like, I want to be him.
Yeah. You know, I was just thinking like, that kind of makes me think, because I always love to think about mainstream, maybe comedy or music and Christian comedy or music, and we kind of like think, we're always trying to like battle, to be mainstream, or like we're always trying to be, like make music that is not like Christian. It's like, mainstream, and like maybe we're Christians or whatever. But like, I think to the same extent of artistry in Christian comedy or Christian music, there's like there are layers of why things can be funny in that too. Like Mark Lowry and Gaither, like maybe I've seen them do like in between songs, Gaither will be playing on piano and he'll like smirk at Mark, and Mark will like do like some, and it becomes a bit like so there is like a lot of opportunity in Christian circles to because that's why the roasting and the memes are so fun for me, is because there's no lack of layers to why like a joke can be funny,
right?
And so it's like I think that it's fun to like own your theme, like I'm a Christian comedian, or whether you say that or not, but
I do.
It's fun. I think that like that only brings in your audience to where everyone's locked in a little more for that layer of the joke or something.
And there was me and some friends, like I think there are a lot of people who view Christian entertainment, Christian anything as like a stepping stone to something else. Right. And I was like, no, I really, really love, and that's why I loved this page. I mean, the Brandon Lake when Mav City calls was such an iconic, like when that drop, I couldn't share that enough. So just stuff like, cause we all do Brandon Lake totally code switched when he was around black people, and then when he was around Elevation Worship whites, you know what I mean? And you're like the person to point that out. And I think he commented, right? Yeah. So I think there are a lot of aspects of just comedy that's such in the know, that is so inside baseball that I think is really necessary. And I see that in Mark Lowry. I see the stuff you're doing. That's something that I'm trying to do, and I feel like every year I'm getting like closer and closer. And that's why I love being like CCM adjacent and CHH adjacent. I love going to those events. I love going to the worship nights and concerts. I genuinely listen to K-Love at my house. Yeah. We have a radio. Get you? Yeah. Could you tell my wife's white?
You are lighter than last time I saw you.
Dude, I'm turning into Michael Jackson, dude. I'm gonna be the first Christian artist to go from black to white, and I'm never gonna talk about it. This is the only time I'm gonna talk about it. But when you see me next time, I will be a little lighter.
Gosh, you don't have any babies or like a patio that you can hang a baby over, right?
I'm going full Michael Jackson, dude. I'm full Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson that's a great answer for a white artist too.
Can we back up? If somebody man, it's too late. Stop being so good at joke writing. You're making me resent my answer. I said Zach Williams like a loser a few minutes ago.
I was like Zach Williams.
Hey, y'all didn't think I was gonna be a Zach Williams glazer, but here I am.
Yeah, I need him. I personally want to meme Zach more. I just need it. Maybe I should start listening to his music or something.
Dude, the Billy Graham Revival is a great song. Like a Billy Graham Revival.
Oh, yeah. Well, I should listen to that for sure. Let's talk about laughter in the church. Does God even laugh?
Oh, I mean, come on now. Come on. God's gotta laugh. Like, dude.
Because I think the thing that most people only say is like he laughs over his enemies, like smiting them, but they're not. That's kind of the only verse I think people think about.
I think there are just so many little. Let's cheers this horrible.
There you go.
K-cup. Bottom of the list.
Does that taste like Twix?
Also, I taste the Twix. Also, you're like a sophisticated person of all things. I'm not going to list all the things that you're into, so I know how much this K-cup is killing you right now.
It tastes like black water.
But laugh. I think. What is it like? Tension, and you're really taking sips.
This show, you made this show. It's like 6 a.m.
Hey, Michael Tate's got a busy schedule. You know this.
It's true.
Tension and release. Like the world is like that's comedy. Like the tension, the release. Like the world is so much tension. I'm a nerd and I watch so many documentaries about comedy, and
that's good. I think that's great.
I love it. I love it, especially about comedians. Man, I watch documentaries about musicians. Like I've watched just about, all of them. You name it. You're like Katy Perry, the Gaithers, whoever. Like I'll watch all of them just because I'm so interested in that. And then, the world's like a really weird place, and a lot of things. Comedy has just not stopped. Even I just watched the long video about 9/11. Yeah, and then it's kind of like people who joked about it and how it's always too soon. But SNL did a show, I think, the following week or a couple weeks later, and it had some clunky parts, but it did have this beautiful moment of release. of, so much tension.
Oh,
And but then, just like a yeah. And I think God made that for us. Have you ever been to a funeral where you like laughed? Like, my dad passed away back in 2018.
I didn't know that.
And it was, he was sick for like 3 years, cancer, had to remove a kidney, all the things, dialysis 2-3 times a week, here in the States, moved back to Africa. But then I remember being at, when he passed away, all of in Tanzania, I'd never been to a funeral in Tanzania before, but all the family like descended on our house and made them lunch, and then they ate dinner, and then I remember asking my mom, like, "Oh, when is everybody gonna leave?" And she was like, "Oh, they'll leave after we bury your dad." And so I'm like, nobody brought a bag. Like, what are they doing here? And so we just had to, I just had to go buy bags of rice and beans and like milk and just feed everybody. And so I got to hang out with my family my extended family in this weird context. But I remember laughing just as hard as you made me laugh here from stories my uncles told me about my dad or them growing up together or just other things. And that shouldn't be a context for laughter, but it's God made that
that's very cool that how he does that. But and also like with attention and release. I mean, I was growing up, like there was a time when I was in computer class, and it was like middle school, and I was always a little I was always trying to make people laugh, and I was very, and still am very like slow to catch up to things, kind of like a fine wine. Like I've been like slowly growing in like self-awareness, like understanding, if you're yapping too much or if you're this, like just kind of like, sharpening the tools.
Yeah.
But back then in middle school, I hadn't learned any of that really. I'd ask like in homeschool room, I'd ask like a very question that was not like part of like what all right guys, got any prayer requests? I went to Christian school. Any prayer requests? I'm like, yeah, today actually I'm really excited about doing a backflip on the playground. Something that was just like but
a statement so bad nobody laughs or scorns. They all just kind of look at you.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we're just gonna ignore.
When you got a tough crowd in second grade, that's tough.
It's really hard. But you press through. And look at you. Look at us.
So I was in middle school computer class, and we were in like our swivel chairs, rows of computers. We were on Microsoft Excel, and we had been doing a long project about like maybe moon phases. So if you type in the equation, it would spit out like any date, January 16th, 1970. It would say what moon phase it was that night, like what the moon looked like. And so it was a long project for middle schoolers to do like a Microsoft Excel. It was like weeks. So the project was coming to an end, and I leaned over to my friends, and I went to the X, and I X'd out the project, assuming that like it would say, "Do you want to save? Don't save or cancel." And it just didn't. It just deleted the project. So that was an accident, right? I was in deep water. So the like the headmaster, the guy below the principal came over to me, who was the teacher, and he took me aside, away from everyone in the swivel chair, and I'm just like dangling legs, swivel chair, and he's reprimanding me, and I'm just laughing at his face because I can't. There is too much pressure for me.
Yes.
It was the tension. Like my response was to laugh. I think what we've probably all been through this kind of thing, like your mom spanking you or something. If you got spanked, and it's just like it's kind of funny. You kind of laugh too, but it's like serious.
You shouldn't, yeah,
and you shouldn't. And for this one, I was like just laughing in this guy's face, and felt I didn't want to be laughing, but I didn't think he was funny. I was like,
okay, but
there's probably a part of me somewhere that's thinking this is a funny situation.
Like I've had this, it's like an out of body experience where like you're in the moment, but you're also watching you experience the moment, and you're like, this is goofy. I had a moment like this, man, recently. You're talking about middle school. I had this a few months ago. My wife and I were at a wedding, and good friends that we've known for years, and the wedding was really beautiful, and dude, they started doing like the written vows and stuff. couldn't hold it in. I don't know what it was, but it was something about and I cherish, and nobody has made me laugh harder. And dude, I was just like, I couldn't look up. Like, I was just locked in. And then even the speeches at the reception, I was like, ugh.
You know, all the reception speeches, they all turned to being all about that person.
Yeah.
You know, like, well, you know, my sister
when
like, it's
we growing up, blah blah blah, and I just couldn't, dude. It was so bad.
Especially if they're single, then they just.
Oh my goodness!
Like, what do you want to marry him? What are you doing?
What's going on? Roommate, as we were roommates, and my wife was not happy with me, and I was just kind of like, I just can't.
Yeah,
I was like, it's hard. Yeah. I just couldn't lock in this serious situation. I'm just noticing all the, I told her it was like bad writing. I'm like, it's like really crappy writing for you to get married. And I'm me up there like, when me and Bob were hanging out in college, it's like, all right, man, you know, do you really think all of us want to hear this?
What do you think about saving the first kiss for the wedding day? What do you think? Did you do that?
Couples?
What did you do?
No. Well, first of all, the way you set up this question is already going to make me look bad. No, we did. My wife, we kissed before though.
Yeah. No, but I mean, people do.
This is such a scandalous. I feel like I'm gonna end up on relevant. I'm gonna end up on Julie Roy's. Yeah, me and my wife. Yeah, we kissed more times than I can count before we got married.
I think you said all that we need to know.
Hey, wait, no. Let's stay on this topic. You can't move on.
You brought up 9/11. Okay, you brought it up.
Whoa! What kind of segue is going on here?
I think in edits, I think in like.
You reckon that intro made it sound like I always bring up 9/11,
and you keep bringing up 9/11.
Hey, you know why? I never want to forget.
Yeah, hey,
and I don't want you to.
That's what I'm saying. But thinking other conspiracy theories, that kind of thing. Are you a young earther or an old earther?
I think I'm a young earther.
Have you been to the museum, like the Ark, or?
I have not. No, I want to go.
Bible, what's it called? The Bible Museum.
Bible, yeah.
And that's where the Ark is. Is that the same place?
The Ark. I think the Bible Museum is in D.C. I think.
Oh, you're right.
And the Ark is in Kentucky, of all places. Hey, can I just an observation about the Ark? Ken Ham, right? That's his project?
Yeah.
I really love. I remember reading an article about Ken Ham is aiming to raising funds to build the Ark, and there were so many people who were calling him crazy to be like, "Oh, this guy's trying to build an Ark in Kentucky." And so I was like, you know who else they called crazy?
That's why. It hasn't rained in months.
I'm like, how did humanity fail twice with the real Ark and this old white guy who was like, I think I want to build like an Ark replica. People were like, oh, you'll never, you old man. And then he did it.
He starts like bringing in male and female animals.
Yeah, they were like, wait, what?
They will all fit in here.
And all of Kentucky drowned. Everybody died after he closed up the door.
Yeah, well, I heard about that. The Green Room Revival Show is brought to you by TPR, the leading live events company in the galaxy, which is a pretty big place. Bigger than David Leonard's Brim Hat collection. I'm talking Elevation Worship, Brandon Lake, Ann Wilson, Dude Perfect, CC Wines, Forrest Frank, and Blippy. Blippy. See, now you're listening. TPR works on every aspect of live events. Booking, marketing, ticketing, production, venues, large-scale international tours, and annual festival events. Rumor has it they put together Woodstock back in 1969, where Bill Gaither received the gift of tongues. It's just a rumor, but miracles happen. Don't put God in a box. TPR produces and promotes world-class events with messages of faith, hope, and love, which is in the Bible. But isn't that actually awesome? Green Room Revival is proud to partner with TPR because we love entertainment and we love God. It's that simple. It's going to be a great summer. We got some tours coming up with TPR, Ninja Kids live on stage, the Dude Perfect Hero Tour, Chris Tomlin Worship Under the Stars, the Sound of Heaven Tour with Danny Goki, Phil Wickham and Brandon Lake on Summer Nights Worship. We got CC Winans, More Than This live in concert, Ann Wilson live in concert for all you in Rapid City, South Dakota. Goodbye Yesterday Tour, Elevation Rhythm, guys. They're all on here. And also, if you're watching or listening and you're a church, you got a facility, you want to host an event, send TPR a message on their website or at info@tprlive.co. That's info@tprlive.co. Tell them Green Room Revival sent you.
Really sad.
So yeah, you think like the Earth? There's my perspective. My thought is that God can do anything.
Yeah.
And so that's like already a good place to start. And then if he made an aged Earth when he created it, like similar to Adam and Eve were, aged. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like trees were aged. And so did he make the universe and then, or like let there be light creating. And then it was like time is passing because there's no sun.
Right.
There's no Earth going around the sun and time is passing. Right.
Yeah,
So it's like, is it really that big of a, but it seems like that. Did you say young Earth?
Young Earth, yeah.
Okay. So
are you a young Earther?
No.
Is that the right answer?
That's the right phrase, but I think it's the wrong answer.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But
young Earther sounds like a slur.
Well, it does sound worse than flat Earther. Young Earther sounds like
me and Kyrie Irving.
It sounds worse.
I do believe the Earth is flat.
Yeah. Well,
but my manager has told me to shut up about it.
Yeah, is that getting you like? Do you think that Southern Baptist churches have heard that term yet? That they
flat Earth?
Yeah, has it gotten to them yet?
No, but I'll tell you my favorite green room bit. I have a couple. Like when I'm at a church.
Yeah, like a green room story,
just a green room. Yeah, if I'm in a green room at a church, if I'm like the only guest, or if I'm there, well, like the out of town guest that they're like really excited about, I try to bring up flat Earth really soon, just to get everybody, because people don't know me that well, and so they'll just kind of go like, and that moment is my favorite. So, or like I'll bring up like politics, or be like, hey, is it cool if I talk about COVID for 30 minutes on stage? And they'll just be like. And I'll go, I'm messing with you. I'm not going to do that. But they're like, oh, thanks.
It would have been okay if you did.
Hey, is it cool if I talk about the Nephilim for like 27 minutes up there? And they're like, oh, what? But yeah, I do like to bring it up. And then I also will take my another bit that I like to do. This is when the worship team is all around. I'll take my chapstick and go. And then they'll all just look at me like, oh my gosh, is the VeggieTales remix guy about to vape in front of us? And I'll go, that's chapstick, guys.
Oh,
But yeah, young Earth is that you said that was the wrong answer. It is an old Earth.
No. I don't think there is an official answer, but I think we trace back like to whatever it is, 4004 BC or 6000 or something years, and then usually people say the Earth is 10,000 years old or something like that.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like we don't like exactly have, but then there's like fossil records and those kinds of things.
Yeah.
And so there's a little bit to play with. And that's where like the Ken Ham and Bill Nye debate was going down. Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Who won that?
I think I think they both won for their sides.
It depends on what side you were on.
I mean, Bill Nye, he's like, well, there's like ice layers, and you start talking about stuff, and then Ken Ham kept saying, well, there's this book, and he like kept talking about Genesis, and like every answer was that. So I think it's kind of a fun watch.
Okay, I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
I like that randomly. Hey, the science guy from PBS is debating the white guy who built an ark in Kentucky in the heavyweight match. So they should have just fought in a cage like real men.
I forgot. Here's a little game. We forgot about this game. Well, this is how worship leaders write songs. And I don't know if you've ever done this, but we thought that you could just write a quick course.
Okay, we're at what are we at?
Ocean.
Not
bad.
Like an original?
You don't have to do that, but I just want to let you know that God did that for you. And
At my own time.
Whatever
I'm leaving this podcast with homework.
Whatever your word for the year was, it just changed.
It just changed. Ocean, baby.
Is Tanzania landlocked?
No, we have an ocean.
All right.
Indian Ocean. Yeah. Oh, see, God's been calling me.
Oh, will you open that? And whatever's in it, it's for you, and it's not. Just take it right out. It's when we heard you were coming on the show, we just thought,
what? Did you drink the rest of the Hennessy? I don't think I've ever touched Hennessy before.
Now
this might be the blackest I've ever been. I'm so glad it's getting caught on camera right now. Hennessy, very special.
Well, we were partying last night, and we did the Shama bump, and we got
what is the Shama bump?
Maybe I should answer.
Is it a little bit of Hennessy and a little bit of Kool-Aid?
Yeah, it's like Cristal perp, but Cristal. We were watching Cribs the other day, like MTV Cribs. You know, we looked like 50 Cent. We looked at 50 Cent's place, which was like G Units.
Yes, it's a
compound, dude. It's huge. Like TVs everywhere, cars, basketball. I mean, everything. Like
this was back when they were like, I got TV right there. Like they were just obsessed with. This was pre-iPhone, so they just had screens.
It was like big talk to have a TV somewhere. You know,
they had a TV in a bathroom, right?
Yeah.
They're like, so you're not missing the game when you need to drop a deuce.
And then they had a full club in the basement, a full club.
Yeah,
like stripper poles. It was like back then. It was so different. Like I don't know what the misogynistic part was like and I was like 10, so I didn't know what was going on. But like
you saw a cool house.
But it did seem like the girls were not forced to be there.
I plead the fifth on this conversation.
Yeah, you know, this could be edited or not. It doesn't matter.
You're not gonna make me end up on the Roy's report. This is insane. I touched a pack of cigarettes. I touched Hennessy. I'm drinking the worst Keurig K-Cup.
Yeah.
Wow. I did not know this green room was going to be the green room.
And speaking of that, what is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is accidentally saying the N-word in a formal setting.
So like,
I don't know if we can leave that.
So
in.
like,
not that I'm dropping it all the time, but I feel like
accidentally saying it in a formal setting. So purposely saying it in an informal setting is
yeah. I get about 2 a month. That's my quota. That's what they gave me.
I feel like in Tanzania that's not even a word.
No, dude.
Yeah.
No. I don't know if this story is mine to share, but I was talking to a guy who went to Africa, and he was so shocked at how often that word was used on American black people, because they're like, you know, you're like 50 Cent, you're like, you know, like all the black people that they know are from TV shows, movies, and music, and so they were just sort of like, yeah, yo, yeah, what's up? And it was just like the one black kid in the mission team who was like, nah, actually, I'm Tyler. And they're like, no, you look at this, look at you, a real.
And they'd be saying it.
Yeah, they'd be saying it.
Yeah, so you get 2 a month. Okay, well that's more than I get.
I'm gonna make some phone calls, dude. We're gonna get your numbers up.
Oh, okay. So, how you feeling about this?
I feel great. I've already laughed way too much, and it's just 7 a.m.
Yeah, no, it is 7 a.m. That's why you can say these things, because we get you in that zone and you're not really thinking about the things you said and you're having a great time, and then we just get you out of here, and it's like, I
appreciate the bits. If any of y'all have been in a green room, there's some great green rooms, don't get me wrong. Some people do it right.
Yep.
The people who are doing it wrong are great at doing it wrong. They'll have out stale snacks, gum that tastes like cement that's been in there for decades.
Yeah, used gum.
Yeah.
What-
But this is just right. The 2-option K cups, perfect. The cigarettes and the Hennessy, that's a little overboard. Maybe at Black Church in Atlanta green room, maybe, but not the white mega church green rooms I'm in.
Well, I mean, we thought we were trying to get sponsored by Hennessy, so we thought you'd grow your bone.
What if, dude? How cool would that be?
That's why this account just needs is making waves.
God bless.
There's-
Hey, waves.
Yeah.
That's my word of the year. That
was ocean.
oh, my bad. But,
yeah,
oh,
waves
ocean.
is on there. The wave is on there.
Oh, my bad.
Which
I
is
can't
different
have
than the word ocean. And in a song, you could use
cannot
both.
I can't. I could just pick one. Like, I gotta go with one.
Yeah, it's just a starting point. Yeah, go
Who
for
are
it.
you excited about? We gotta get more people in this green room, man.
Yeah, we got.
The revival can't stay here.
Well, depending if this episode ever airs, because it's it's not going to be episode number 1. All right, let me tell you that right now.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hey, I was just talking to Micah Christopher, the singer. I don't know if you know him.
Yep. Micah Christopher.
Micah,
Shout
really
out.
good people. And we were at the factory.
Was he
getting
wearing his
coffee.
beard?
He was wearing his beard. He's
Was he wearing
such
black
good people.
pants?
He was wearing black pants and boots
I was about to say.
and like a
boots.
NASCAR t-shirt, dude. He is super Nashville.
He's
If I move
he's
to
dialed.
Nashville,
He's
I'm going to
dialed.
dress like Micah. That's what I'm going to do. And he was telling me about this an interaction because he's, up and coming. He's toured
Yep.
with some big
Yep.
artists. I'm kind of in the same boat, up and coming. Like I've been around some cooler people. I've been on some cool stages and venues and whatnot.
Yep.
But he was saying that he did a show with another, like a bigger artist he was opening up for them. And at his merch table, somebody came up to him and was like, I never heard of you before. And so I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, do you want like a refund? Like, I don't know. And I get a lot of those compliments a lot. We'll be like, hey, I'd never heard of you before. Hey, I didn't heard of you before, but you were kind of funny.
They kind of switch real quick to your biggest fan.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But I'm gonna go watch you, and
I'm
I
gonna go-
love everything. Like everything I'm seeing, just from you guys is awesome.
You're like, what?
Yeah.
Hey, are you on Instagram? That's my favorite. Are you on Instagram? I'm like, yeah. Can you follow me back? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna follow. You're 14. I'm not gonna follow you back. But yeah,
The follow back doesn't make sense anymore.
doesn't make sense. Like, what are we doing here? I'm never gonna see you.
Like a follow for a follow.
Also, it's somebody who never posts, so it's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I get my value from followers, but not from you.
I also love. I've been doing a lot of events this year where it's like multi-day kind of conference thing, and somebody will always come up to me and go, "Hey, man, I think you're funny."
That's pretty good.
And so I'm kind of like, "Hey, are you trying to like, hey, are people not thinking I'm funny?" And they're like, "I didn't, my youth group, nobody laughed in the section I was sitting in." But I was laughing. And I just tell them, like, hey, man, my check does not increase or decrease based on laughs. Maybe y'all have a bad sense of humor.
What
I'm DEI John Christ.
did the Shama bump? Is that like that happened with Lecrae? Or
That happened with Lecrae, yeah. So last year I was at the
'Cause
Lecrae's label Reach Records Influencer Brunch. I probably will never be invited again. And I just, I was going to get a picture with Lecrae, and I got a picture afterwards. I told his manager, I was like, hey, can you turn on a video real quick? And so he just turns it on video, and so I just like shout out Lecrae as if he was an up-and-coming artist.
Right. Yes. Yeah. That was
And
good.
I ended
The
it
Shama
with,
bump.
I call it the Shama bump when I shout people out like this, which is the worst phrase of all time.
it's
And also, it
it's
just
great.
caught on now.
It is.
So anytime someone be like, "Oh man, I need the Shama bump,"
Yeah,
and
Shama
I'm like,
bump
"Ugh."
TM. The Shama bump should be a crypto coin, I think, because I would buy some Shama
And
bump.
also, I need to let you know, you will lose money. It's the worst investment possible. It's the worst rated K cups.
I'll buy
$12,000.
I'll buy $12,000. I'll buy all your bank accounts worth of Shama bump.
I also love that, like, it's one of those bits that I do this thing, but you've done it too, where you come up with something, and then you're like, that's dumb. But then your brain just naturally comes up with like 50 different variations of it,
Yeah.
and it works
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And that's been the Shama bump too, where I'm like, hey hey, you could catch these hands, and that's also a Shama bump.
Yeah.
And then one time I said,
The Shama bump is like a expletive. It's like it can be used for
it's either
like
a
anything.
positive thing.
Yeah.
And one time I said it's called the Shama bump because it's addicting. In that case, the Shama bump.
Yeah.
It's a different type of bump. But this podcast, it's getting the positive Shama bump.
Have you or anyone you know been subject to a trailer mess of exploded merch? Dirty shirts kicked around, cheap boxes falling apart, and your merch girl in the corner crying. Well, with Culture Apparel, those days are over. Culture Apparel is a quality merch and apparel service that leaves your merch girl giddy and your customers even giddier. No more miscounts. These hats literally count themselves. No more wrinkly shirts leaving a sore eye for your customers because these shirts fold themselves in dozens right back to place. We use Culture Apparel for the Green Room Revival merch, and let me tell you, all I need is a slice of raw cheddar and a Culture t-shirt, and my testosterone levels touch the sky. Or if you're a girl, same thing for estrogen levels. Either way, we're both going up. Culture Apparel is a seriously vibrant company doing amazing things: designs, printing, embroidery, shipping, delivery. Their latest client is actually God for this heaven thing he's working on. We love Culture Apparel. We use Culture Apparel. Truly a shift in our atmosphere. In fact, I got an instant six-pack when I tried this shirt on, and all my hinge matches started getting back to me. Check out Culture Apparel, whether for your church, band, organization, men's softball team, or pickleball dynasty. Tell them Green Room Revival sent you.
Yeah.
Got it. Like a little, well, I don't think black people do this. Yeah.
Are you emoting?
I'm doing a graphic.
Let's put the graphic of the graphic over his over his arm.
Yeah.
That's the Shama bump, the famed Shama bump.
Is there anything else?
I'm stopping by a label today. They were like, "Hey, stop by if you're in town," and I'm like, "Oh, y'all want the Shama?"
Okay,
bump
well,
on.
this is, you've been doing stories about being in Franklin and Nashville. So, like,
Yes.
your time here, how's it been? Based on
I
your
saw-
stories.
I saw I was walking at the factory at Franklin, and I saw a white lady with dreadlocks, and then I look over, and outside a store there was a sign that was for a cheese class, and I was like, I gotta get out of Franklin. Immediately, it was just one of those things. I was like, man, can this place get any whiter? Like off the rip, real quick, and. Yeah,
I mean, for people who don't live like in Tennessee, you just like walk outside and it's like they're like Michael Tate.
That's
or
it.
Just
Everybody's
or you saw maybe you saw Michael Tate.
Yeah.
You saw Michael Christopher.
I saw Micah Christopher. Yeah, he thought I was Michael Tate. It's really confusing. It was just Micah and Michael.
As soon as you put the sunglasses on, it's not because you're black. It's as soon as you put the sunglasses on, it's like that's Michael Tate.
I'm in Tate mode. That's what I call it. Also, let's not make Tate mode happen. I the moment I left my mouth, I thought I don't know. You never. I don't think anybody should go Tate mode.
Just imagine like remember.
Oh no!
Remember
go Tate mode.
Remember like GoldenEye 007 Nintendo 64. You could do like paintball mode.
Yeah.
It was like Taint mode. That was like golden gun.
Tate mode is your dreadlocks grow out. You get an undercut. Your pants and your shirt get tighter.
Yeah. With AI, we could probably
start doing a lot of leg kicks.
With AI, I could probably make this whole recording taint mode.
Taint mode.
And it's like living in like jumping in a Jumanji, and now you're in taint mode. Okay.
Yeah, I love the Christian space. I love Christian comedy. I love very specific jokes.
I think that's important for everyone to hear you say and me say and just people say who are doing like fun entertainment in social media space is like one thing that it's like I pride myself in it, but like I often say I love these jokes and they're funny to me. Like I'm laughing and whether that's you're working on music, you're working on comedy, or like believing in what you do.
Yeah.
It's like opening a restaurant and having stuff on a menu that you love and you approve of, and so
Right.
you want your guests to try it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And so
yeah,
like
that's really good.
so like doing like these memes or your comedy, like, do you feel like, I think you immediately win if you're like, I want to say these jokes, they're funny. You know,
Yeah.
like they're gonna make me laugh if it's like even in an audience of one, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
It is. But like, do you feel like you're at a place where you are enjoying like your performance? You know, like that your jokes are making you laugh. Because we talked personally, and it's like you are trying to make a living, but you are also want to be somewhat of a purist of a comedian too.
Yeah.
You are a funny person, so it's like you want
trying to
to
get it to translate. Yeah. Yeah, I have never held myself to. I started uploading to YouTube in 2012. So
nice.
I've like put myself out there a lot.
So that's like 2012. That's about $1,000 a year you've made. So that's pretty.
$1,000, and I'm frugal. No, I do have more than $12,000 though. Come on now, y'all know I got more than $12,000.
The Shama bump is
Come on
costly.
You know, you think I bump others and fail to bump my own bank account? Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Uploading for that long, like, I never wanted to. First of all, I never wanted to burn out. I just knew that going in. Like, I was like, I always want to love this. And so,
So how old were you about 2012?
I was
like
21. I was 21.
Yeah, I think it's really important too for like some people are all natural. They're like ready to go out, but like you got to get a certain bit of what you believe and like come to the point where you're like, I'm not jaded.
Yeah.
And I'm able to move forward. A lot of people in the music industry, they kind of come
hard.
Wide-eyed into a new town, and they go hard, and their management and they just stress them out, and suddenly they're like, yeah, you know what? I'm taking an Instagram break. You know, it's they kind of got overcame by all of the before they really decided for themselves. I love the church, or I love comedy, or I love music. You know, they kind of like maybe just had talent, but they didn't have the fortitude yet.
Because it's a marathon. Like, it's not a sprint.
Yeah.
So going into it like that, first of all, I knew I wasn't good. My first couple of uploads, you know, I'd share them on Facebook, and my friends would laugh.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, my mom's friends would laugh and be like, you are funny.
Yeah.
But I knew, I'm not there yet. But I just kept on going. And I had like, I'm going to upload every Friday. And then I stopped uploading on Friday because I just couldn't make the deadline sometimes. Yeah. But I also was like, I'll just upload next week.
Yeah.
I never had this, you know, I had a job. I delivered pizza. I did some odd jobs here and there. So I just was like, I don't think I'm ever going to get like rich from this or make a living, but I'm going to work at it slowly. And every year I want to get better. Yeah. And I still take that approach. So like last year, some people would be like, man, you're uploading all the time. Where like last year, I think I went like a couple months without uploading, you know, or like a couple of weeks here and there, and nobody really noticed.
I mean, you were in jail for 3 months.
I was, and you know, I don't like.
So we don't hold that against you.
I don't like talking about it. You know,
was that a personal thing I shouldn't have shared?
I made that collect call for you to pray for me, and I didn't want to turn my time in jail into content, but here we are. You know what? Let's just say my lawyer, the Shama bump couldn't trick the judge. Let's just say that could not Shama bump a judge. But no. So that's it. Like, even just taking time off, I just enjoy it just because I know I'll be back.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be back. I'll have something else. And even if something bombs or something does great, like, I try to stay like very even keeled about it, where like I've had monstrous videos, and
totally.
And it's so, I mean, it's cool, but then also I'm like, I'm still me.
Yeah.
It really helps that.
Yeah, well, it's important not to put your identity in these things.
Right.
Because when you see people, because like for my stuff, I'm usually always thinking about cringe a little bit. What's cringe, and I see a lot of that in our culture and how people do things. It's like when you are going to take a social media break, like they do the classic like announcement,
Right,
like,
right.
hey guys, I'm letting you know, I'm not going to be here for a little bit, but I'm going to be okay. and here's some slides and a caption,
Right.
and I will be looking back at the likes and the comments. I am going on a break today.
Yes.
But I will be keeping this post up for a little bit so that I can see how I'm inspiring everybody. But
during my break.
But instead of just go to jail. You don't have to announce it.
Just do what I did.
You don't need to say, hey guys.
You want to take a break? You want to take a break? Jail's the ultimate break.
You don't need to say, hey guys, the cops are coming. I'm gonna keep this post up for a little bit. I'm going to jail.
hey, I'm going to be out of reach for a little bit. I'm taking some time to myself to do push-ups in the yard.
Yeah, Kanye style.
You gotta do it, dude. Don't tell me you're taking a break and you live in Franklin, Tennessee.
But when you see that, and again, for anyone listening, it's like, just take the break. The break. I think communication, it's fine. It's good to communicate. So I don't want to be black and white about it. But I think that if you are someone, I think a good thing is if you are someone who's announcing a social media break, then you do need it.
You do need a break. I just have a.
But I just mean, I'm saying all that to say, because you get wrapped up in your identity in the thing, and then you think and you're away from, like you said, that's great. Like, I can just fall off for a little bit and come back.
Yeah. I'll also say that I didn't get my first video really took off a few months after starting to date my now wife.
Sweet.
So I uploaded.
Is this a Pentecostal message? What's happening right now?
Well, I'm just saying that. I will. I have a really good Pentecostal friend who told me, like, whenever I introduced him to my girlfriend Grace, he was like, Mr. John, he's like a mentor. He was like, every time God wants to do something big in somebody, he gives them a partner. So Moses, he gave him Aaron, and I'm not trying to get like preachy. That's
all
great.
Those
things. And so, like, I remember I uploaded it at Grace's parents' house, like we were there.
Yeah.
And it just was killing. And so there was this moment that I was fully formed, not like mature, but I was fully formed as a person. I had a girlfriend who I knew I was going to marry.
Yeah.
I loved her family, and I knew I was, going to be a part of I was like extending my like I was being a part of another family. And then we had a kid like a year after that. And so there was a part of me, like, when things were killing and people would like pat me on the back, I'm like, no, I have the real Shama is at home, with Grace and Ezra, walking around the neighborhood in a stroller because COVID is everywhere. There's nothing else for me to do, and I'm home for forever. And my career's at the time thinking, it's circling the toilet. And but then
you didn't have a Shama bump.
I didn't have the Shama bump back then, dude. It was just me, Grace, and Ezra, dude. In a house that we paid like very cheap rent for.
Nice.
And I loved those moments. Have you ever seen those pictures of like Jeff Bezos in his first office?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how my office looks
or
right
like
now.
in the car, he's driving in the car,
right,
and the guy's like saying like, you have $10 billion right now, or whatever it is.
Yeah. So that's,
but I did do the math. That's kind of inspiring. I think it was like 20. I'm not making a joke. You
get another $12,000 joke.
Just here.
Hey, the net worth is up.
You're not 31, are you? This isn't like a magic trick.
No. What if it was, dude?
So I have more money because you're
older.
Look,
I'm a millionaire, dude.
You're giving it back to me.
What were you saying about the Jeff Bezos car?
I was saying like, what was I saying? Jeff like,
when he was in his car interview or 12.
The inspiring thing was, people looked the math. It was like 94 or 97. And like by that time he had made 10 billion or something. And it was like a matter of not a lot of years. I think it was like 4 years or something. Yeah.
So
that's pretty wild.
There was pictures. My wife would take pictures of me in my old office, and there was like a bike, and my office still looks that it's a mess, but. Yeah. I just love that grind. Like I look back on that and I don't see like, oh, my office was trash. I didn't have anything. No trophies. But I'm like, no, I made so many cool things at that desk, man.
Yeah.
And my son came and sat with me while I was editing or I watched the YouTube video. And those moments are still here. So I think it's been in tandem to where my career in the comedy, everything has grown, but also like my family's grown and my family gets to watch that and the people in my life get to watch that. So that to me is the most fulfilling part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though I didn't get to walk the red carpet at the Dove Awards.
Did people think you were funny in jail? Or was it...
Yeah, we had a little creative arts day, and we had a little open mic, and so I would tell some jokes in the corner.
I've noticed
a lot of jail related.
Yeah, I've noticed some prison themed jokes recently.
A lot. And believe it or not, they don't work on the outside. So
they don't work in Franklin,
they do not work in Franklin. But I am doing another jail tour after this summer run. I'm really excited.
God behind bars.
God behind bars.
They're not bringing. If God behind bars, you're listening. I know you are. You're not bringing any comedians, are you?
You gotta hit me up. Does comedy work in jail?
Well,
do you think comedy would work in jail?
It's got to. Now that's different than saying is there laughter in hell? I don't think so. Right? But there's still an opportunity here on this earth.
Not unless you go. It's Satan. It's Satan busting at you. And you're just like
laughing. I'm like, yeah. That'd be a flex. That's wild.
Just laughing in Satan's face.
Yeah. Yeah. I think everyone needs comedy. And definitely people in jail. I think that's that's a human thing. That's not but I think that if people like you see those awesome times of people singing and artists going to God behind bars, that kind of thing.
We were making fun of God behind bars, but that is really powerful.
No, yeah, it's amazing.
Really powerful.
Oh my gosh,
man, can I tell you about a moment that like really rocked me? I've never been this rocked.
Definitely.
For years. Dwan Hill, the choir room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you talking about the video I just saw last night?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So I was there. The choir room is this beautiful.
Oh, you were there. That's right. I saw that. Okay.
In Atlanta. And I didn't, I wanted to say something. I told my wife, I told people about it. And I'm really glad they shared that video. But that was just one of those moments that reminded me, the choir room that night reminded me of like, man, this is why I'm in this. The choir room is this worship choir project that Dwan put together. Dwan's
shout out choir room. Shout out Dwan.
And so I went and I'm thinking, I drove to Atlanta. It's like 2.5 hours away from where I live. And I was really excited to go. And I'd seen videos and pictures and I watched a documentary about it. And so then I went and I was at the Q&A, and at the Q&A there was this gentleman who was like, hey, my wife, I'm here with my wife. It's her birthday. And she used to be a choir director. She lost her voice. And so the lady, she had like the device she would put up to her neck to speak. And she was like, I'm going to have the most unique voice here, but I'm going to sing. And then when the worship time started in the circle, Dwan shared her testimony and went up and put the mic to her, and she sang, and it was just like this, man, just this beautiful moment,
and it was in the same key.
Yeah,
like that's what everyone was saying. That's what you hear,
man.
Yeah, wild.
It was. I mean, I cried. I cried
absolutely,
and that's one of those things of like, like. It's bigger. I'm thinking about comedy. I'm just like try to pull it back together, but like all of that stuff is so much bigger than us, man. It's like you make a joke, you go to service, and I do joke about all those things, but then one of those moments is like, no, there are real people with real lives and real struggles and real pain. They also get to participate in this, and that moment at the choir room that night in Atlanta felt like the story in the Bible where Jesus they were in the temple, Jesus and his disciples, and people were giving. They were watching people drop, giving their offerings or whatever, and a lady gave like her like a couple coins, and they were like she gave everything that she had.
Yeah, that
was that same moment of like it was like we saw so many talented singers, and that's no offense to like incredibly talented gospel artists and so many great singers, and then that lady, she sang, and it just like, whoa.
And I think that
Whoa.
it's really, a good sign of Juwan to be thinking, I'm like, we're gonna make this place, the choir room, kind of an available situation for stuff like that to happen.
Yeah.
Like, let me get off stage real quick and do it.
Right.
And he's like, it'll be a little different, or it'll sound a little different, or whatever. Like that's. Anytime, that's what the church culture needs, and I think we do that at comedy, or like I'm doing it with comedy.
I'm doing that in jail.
Yeah. Well, in jail, it's more powerful in jail. And
there is. I mean, it was just one of those moments that we've been in church culture. You grew up in church your whole life.
Yep.
Same here. That there are these moments that, like that moment in particular. The choir room's theme is everyone has a voice.
Okay, cool.
And this lady comes in who drove 4 hours on her birthday.
Oh,
and
wow.
she doesn't have a voice.
Yeah.
And she's so excited to sing along with a bunch of other people. And that to me is like, oh man, like that is really beautiful. Yeah. So even in comedy, whether it's funny or I appreciate it or I don't appreciate it, I'm like, the fact that we get to, it's all encompassing. Like we get, you're in Christ and you're in church culture, and you get to bawl your eyes out at moments like that. But then also you get to laugh in other moments. Yeah. And you get to, like, I remember even that Brain and Lake when Maverick City Calls, like that first Old Church Basement record. Yeah. Being, I remember watching it in my old house, my office. Yeah. Late at night when it had dropped, watching the videos on YouTube, and like being so moved by it. Now, Maverick City has switched up, but even so, I laugh at that. I laugh at that meme, knowing that his collaboration with Mav City and Elevation was a beautiful moment. But also, I can laugh that he did have cornrows, and he hasn't had cornrows since. but that
when they do, like, they throw up the bat signal and he starts braiding his hair. I'm coming
by himself too. But that's it. I mean, I don't know if that's hopefully somebody gets. We're legally required to be serious in the green room. For 10% of the conversation.
Well, I think I think it's important for people who are thinking about media or doing, or maybe comedy or memeing or anything like that, to the back to the purist or the artist of it, like to believe in what you're doing and to want to. I mean, I've said it before, but like my goal is definitely to like uplift the body and to unify the church. And one way to do that I think, if we have like an imbalance somewhere, it's probably on things we can't talk about some. Right. And so like just some of what my account likes to do is kind of like poke and prod a little bit of like, can like alcohol, like, people, are you not allowed to say that word? I don't, like, is that not a
I just
word?
held a bottle of Hennessy.
That's what I'm saying. So you were part of the ministry. But
no, it is. I think it's one of those things.
It's not about being inappropriate. It's not about trying to be edgy, but like, if you look at the world and like you're totally speaking a different language, like we don't need to be like the world, but we need to be in it. So I think that like no one, radio stations or whatever, I know there's people's hearts involved, and not to have a brother stumble, a particular brother, but
brother,
a brother stumble, but the presence of something or a joke of something, it should not ruin our brand or career. I don't think. I think like the presence of something, it's not. That's we're in and around this. It's not like it's not the let's be like a drug addict, but somewhere in there is there's a language point, right?
I mean, the seriousness of it and the silliness of it, both come from the same place, like.
Yeah, like laughter. I was just thinking when you talk about choir room, like laughter and her tears are like, they're like next to each other. Right. It's like, because that's joy and heartache for God. He's going to make things right one day. Yeah. And so they're like next to each other.
Right.
Yeah. We did joke about smoking, but Shama did go out for a smoke break just now, and it kind of worked great because he also got a phone call about a court appearance. So we're just letting him do that for a second, and then we'll be right back. Shama, do you need to get to that?
I actually do.
It is the Willie Nelson stage you're headed to.
I am, and right there. Thanks so much for having me, bro.
Dap it.
This has been a pleasure.
Hey.
Had to come through. Had to get a Marlboro.
Yeah.
Had to get
Good
some
little
Hennessy.
Henny,
Had to get a little bit of
Siggy,
the
and the
what
Twix.
is it? The
Twix.
the donut shop Twix.
Well, we hope that just waters over your soul, and washes down nicely. Is this the mic? Is this the Tate? The Tate.
If you don't mind,
Tate mode.
I'm going Tate mode.
All right. Shama, everyone, shout out Shama. Look up Shama. He's doing the Lord's work and he's making us all laugh. So we love you, brother.
Also, I do have more than $12,000.
Hey,
I come on, guys.
it's sounding more and more convincing the more you say it.
Y'all know I got more than $12,000.
It sounds really convincing the more you say it.
Hold on, I think they're starting the song.